if we lose, it will become very, very tough.
ஜெயிச்சிருவேல சாமி, ஊரே உனக்காக வேண்டுறோம் சாமி, ஜெயிச்சிருடா.
We want a sunset, not a sunrise in this game.
சாதிக்க பிறந்தவன்டா இந்த சக்கரபாண்டி, உன்னை சோதிக்க பிறந்தவன்டா இந்த வெற்றிவேலு.
We have a thala here and a head there.
Hey, welcome to another episode of The Couch Coaches. And today we're going to talk about and predict about sunset at Marina. Over to you, Priyesh.
Hi, this is a preview of CSK versus SRH. The bastions of Tamil owners are playing, and we want a sunset, not a sunrise in this game.
சாதிக்க பிறந்தவன்டா இந்த சக்கரபாண்டி, உன்னை சோதிக்க பிறந்தவன்டா இந்த வெற்றிவேலு.
For this episode, as usual, we will construct it as a head-to-head, coach corner and the outcome. So for the head-to-head, it's the reverse fixture in this APL. So we lost to them in Hyderabad early in the tournament, but at home at unbeaten we are 4-0 up on Sunrisers, and we want to continue it and make it 5-0 because if we lose, it will become very, very tough.
ஜெயிச்சிருவேல சாமி, ஊரே உனக்காக வேண்டுறோம் சாமி, ஜெயிச்சிருடா.
Not impossible to qualify for CSK. So that's the head-to-head. And we have a thala here and a head there. So that's the head, and then we will go now to the coach corner. What has to, or what CSK has to do, Rama? Last game we thought we had it in the pocket, then Hulk demolished the fortress.
அத வேற ஞாபகப்படுத்திட்டீங்க, நெஞ்சமெல்லாம் பொண்ணா இருக்கு தம்பி, மறக்க முடியல.
We have 3 or 4 Hulks here in this theme. So what should we do?
Eso es todo.
See, Fleming also mentioned this. The team has gotten a little unsettled. Munadi, we had a standard playbook, and then we used to do a few things. In the opening, even amchi, sort of been, we have to settle it down, right?
நீங்க போய் அந்த பர்னிச்சர் எடுத்து போங்க.
Settling இப்போ திருப்பி இன்னொரு சேஞ்ச் பண்றது is not the right time. It looks like they have started with a playbook of Jinx and Ruturaj.
In the batting, you
batting.
Okay.
Batting. Talking about the batting first. ரெண்டு பக்கத்துலயும் பிரச்சனை இருக்கு. முதல்ல batting, right? So batting order first, யார் இருக்க போறா, என்ன பண்ண போறோம்? They just need to get to some kind of a standard approach. So I would say திருப்பி இப்ப ராராவங்க கொண்டு வருது will be weird. மொயின் அலியை கொண்டு வந்து ஓப்பனிங் கொடுக்கறது will be weird. So I would say go with, even though Jinx has not fired, maybe this is the game that he's probably going to do it. Continue that. Bring some kind of calm to the order. Maybe Ruturaj needs to listen a little bit more to Dhoni. Dhoni has to take the mantle over for a couple of games, steady the ship, and again hand it over to Rutu. So that's what I think regarding batting. Bowling, which you have been calling out for a while now. Day fizz porom, and then you need to bring in spin a little bit more. I know that they're feeling like this is a pitch where spin edukka matengirudhu, it's not gripping the soil, but end of the day, the moment you remove pace from the ball, all their hulk have to put effort into it, right?
சரி அவன் சுத்தனா தெரியுதுல சுடுக்கு போல போட வேண்டியதானே.
That itself changes a few things. So that is the other process where we need to go back to our tested process of making sure that either Jadeja gets a quota. Pona game la blatantly mistakes of just giving 2 overs to Jadeja, 2 overs to Moeen Ali, and then
And in the last game, Jadeja won you the game with this bowling
correct,
against KKR. So
correct,
you can say Drew, but he is playing for 15 years now
correct,
in India with the Drew. So
correct.
ருத்து கொஞ்சம் காட்டுப்பா
அதான்
ராஜா அந்த மாதிரி.
correct.
நான் நினைச்சா பண்ணலாம் பண்ணலாம்.
I think அந்த ரெண்டு செட்டிலிங் பண்ணதுக்கு அப்புறம் I still think if you're going to play like a Rizvi, you at a particular point in the game you need to bring him and unleash him.
மெயின் போர்டு ஆடுறவனுங்க ரீஃபைட்டுக்கு ஆகிறவனுங்க இவனுங்கெல்லாம் தட்டி விட மாமா. எவ்வளோ புள்ளிங்க இது எல்சுங்க ஏறி கூட மௌசா காட்டல உனக்கு தெரியாதானே.
Right? Hopefully we get a steady start. We don't lose much wickets and then we are not tending towards the 220. Somebody needs to change it up. I know Dubey will come at some stage. Maybe that's a time to unleash. And but otherwise go to the time and tested process of settling down a batting order and then bringing some kind of Tikshana into the spin and then going back to a little bit more spin is what I would say.
Yeah, I think we have to do the same thing. Win the toss, bat first, because we saw RCB. They put 210 or 220 today, and the scoreboard pressure or whatever, the spinners took a lot of wickets, and then they lost by 30 or 40. So அதுதான் பண்ணணும். And Sydney Mama, please give us a spinning wicket that we can construct the opposition. That is our only Brahmastra which has been working for a decade now. So அதுதான் we have to do. And நீ சொல்ற மாதிரி 2 or 3 times in the last game, the commentators also said Dhoni is setting the field on the offside,
Offside.
and Ritu is setting the field on the on side. So, if you want to take it, or you say they have said you are the captain for the auction also, so you will build the team. But if you are not using Dhoni, what's the point?
Correct.
Okay. Okay, we all know maybe it's the last year and he will not be there next year. But if Jareta has been so effective and Moeen or Stantner or Tishnar in Chennai for the last 2 or 3 or even a decade with the Jadu, you have to use him.
Correct. இல்ல see தப்பு கொஞ்சம் தப்பு பண்ணி கத்துக்கணும். ஸோ the கன்செஷன் எல்லாம் சொல்லியிருந்தாங்க. சரி சைக்கிள் ஓட்டுற மாதிரி முதல்ல தோனி பிடிச்சிட்டு இருந்தான், ருத்து ஓட்டின்னு இருந்தான், அப்புறம் அப்படியே விட்டா ஸ்லைட்டா இட்ஸ் ஓகே. ஐ திங்க் யூ மேக் தீஸ் திங்ஸ், பட் வி ஆர் அட் அ ஜங்க்சர் வேர் இட்ஸ் இம்பார்ட்டன்ட் டு ரியலி திங்க் through and now go a little bit for bring experience into the mix and then take over the game. There will be crucial junctures in the game where Dhoni might have to take over so that we get a win.
Jatu should say, I'm bowling. Wait.
Correct.
Is wrong, because I'm also a senior player, so I know what to do on the Murray. So I think the collective experience and the minds to should come if we have to qualify easily and not make it tough for ourselves in this game. SRH one loss, but I think it is more pertinent for us to win the next match because it's a home match also. So I think win the toss, bat first, put 180 or 200 on the spinning.
180 போறவே போறாது. I think
I mean, two things. Dubey is raw of average is due to fail. Okay. So one, and if they are giving a spinning track, usually last year was 140 to 160. So
Mm-hmm.
that is why I'm saying 180 to 200
Mm-hmm.
with the impact substitute and the players going hell for leather from the first ball. I think 180 to 200 if they give a spinning track.
Mm-hmm.
If it's like the last game, then we need 240 against sunrises to have a sunset.
Mm. Yeah, true.
So that is the way they have to approach it. And then now we will go to our coach corner. And as we said, won the toss and bat out the
Pat, Pat, Pata, Bata.
bat
Pat
out
கவிதை சொல்ல
pat.
நினைச்சேன்.
இல்ல இல்ல
ம்.
bat out pat அந்த மாதிரி.
Uh,
So
mm,
that's the strategy they have to go. But
mm.
who is your potential 12 for CSK?
Uh, it will be similar to last team. So, I only difference being that remove Thakur, bring
Uh,
in, you got to think about Tikshana instead of Fizz. Okay.
mm,
And then remove Thakur from the mix.
mm.
And here is where I don't think we have an Indian spinner, right?
இல்ல
So
இல்ல
I think
Taco was impact sub. So bring
mm,
in Rizvi.
Frisbee. Mm,
Okay,
correct. Mm,
beef up your batting. We don't
correct.
need because Deepak Chahar, Pati Rana, Tikstena, Tushar
Jadeja.
Deshpande, Pandey, Jadeja, Movin, Mitchell also can
Can
bowl
bowl.
one out.
Correct.
So you have
Correct.
seven options. So
Correct.
you don't
Correct.
need a Thakur as a impact sub
Correct.
at all. So
Correct.
go with the three spinners, which is Moin, Jatu, and Tikstana. You have
Mm,
Paredana, who is bowling very well,
correct.
excellent and then to the Shah had a couple of bad games, but 4 overs, 40 or 50, when the
You
score
will
is
take it.
200, is okay.
Correct.
Okay.
Correct. Yeah.
So, and use Deepak Chapar carefully. Okay.
Correct.
On the Murray, if we do it, then I think that's the only change I want. And I mean, you can agree with me that this
Yeah.
will be the CSK's potential 12. For SRH, I don't think they will do a lot of change.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe they will get Washi as a impact sub if
Mm-hmm.
they see the pitch is turning or
Mm,
turning pitch. That is all they will do because they are a settled side, but
mm.
they will leak runs.
Yeah.
Yeah. They are owning only because 280, 270,
Mm.
240, and the bowling is giving 220 or 230 or
Right.
260, and they are winning.
Yeah.
But in the Iniki, we saw the reverse.
Yeah.
Purna. So when the batting failed and the bowling gave 200 plus, they are not a
Correct.
side which we have to worry about, or
Correct.
anybody has to worry about on the Murray. So I think that's what they will do.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe Sundar, Washington Sundar as a impact substitute
Mm-hmm.
as a third spinner.
Mm.
That is what I think they
Yeah.
will
Yeah. Makes sense. Yeah.
do
Yeah.
if it's a spinning wicket.
Mm.
But if it's a Pata wicket like last time, they will go with the side they played today.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Now for the outcome, okay. So who are your batter, bowler, and game changer for CSK?
See, for me, the batter is going to be Rutu. The bowler is going to be Jaddu. And the game changer is going to be Rizvi.
Okay. For me, I will go with the batter as Rahane,
Mm.
okay, and the bowler is Tikshena,
Mm-hmm.
uh, and the game changer will be Rutu.
Mm.
Okay, for SRH.
For SRH, I don't want to name anybody, but பண்ணி தான் ஆகணும். So அதனால let's say that batter, it's going to be head.
Mm.
For some reason, I think
Dolo 650. Mm.
come on.
Mm.
Bowler, it's going to be Pat Cummins.
Mm.
And then the game changer, it has to be the other person who I don't want to name, Klassen.
Mm. My batter in this game, I think, will be Markram. I think we will get the openers cheaply. That's my gut feel.
Mm.
So Markram will negate the spin and play well. My bowler maybe is Nattu because he's had a very very good season. I want him to have another two or three good matches before they
The
pick
World
the
Cup squad.
because we don't have a left-hander because
Yeah.
in our play view of the T20 World Cup, you said
Arshdeep.
shaped. Okay, so we don't have a good left-hander, and
Mm.
is been good so far. And my game changer will be, I think, Washington Sundar.
Mm. Mm. Good pick.
So yeah, what's your matchups?
See, anytime you play these guys, the way they start has always been the foundation for the scores
Mm,
that they have set. So I think the way our bowling is the initial set of overs, if we can do the construction not in the middle, but actually at the top, if our pace bowlers can do it to their openers, that's a matchup I think we'll win if you're able to pull that off.
mm,
The other matchup I really going to look forward to is the captaincy
mm,
between Rutu and Cummins. Because
mm,
Cummins comes with this head where he's able to marshal his resources, do very well. And Rutu has actually been on the back foot based on what he did in the previous game. I really want to see how those two are going to sort of make changes for this game.
mm. I want matchups now. I want Shiva Karthikeyan's doctor to come and give the Dolo 650 to head to
Hmm.
ask him to not to have a talavari or not to
Hmm.
create a talavari for us Andamari.
என்ன சமாளிக்கவே முடியலல்ல.
But the matchups will be spinners for versus their batting, okay,
Mhm.
or their batting against our bowling. Because if
Mhm.
we get them cheap, we know that their bowling is kharab, very
Hmm.
weak bowling. So I hope that we can get them cheap, but
Hmm.
we have to bat first. So
Hmm.
that's the matchups I'm
Hmm.
looking forward to. So last predictions.
எனக்கு என்னமோ the prediction of 55 played out well for me a couple of times. So
Yeah,
அதனால I'm going to continue saying that it's 55% in favor of CSK.
I'm going to go Kunjo Gango in the Vati.
Mm.
I'm going to say 65 CSK and
Mm.
35 Sunset. So that is
Mm.
what we will do.
Mm.
Because I think everybody would have got a rap in their behind
Mm.
after the last match. So
Mm.
I hope that they will come back with the vengeance to
Mm.
set the
Yes.
sun on the
Mm.
Mari. So that's what I think. So this is a wrap for the preview of CSK versus SRH on the 23rd at Chennai. Do like, subscribe, and share with this video. We will see you soon. Bye.
Bye.